Hello, right, this video it's different to my usual videos. I've been more focusing on, I guess what you could call more holistic health, mindfulness, spirituality, that kind of personal development. But one of my passions in life is tennis. Yeah, what I thought I'd do a video today of is a new exercise I'm doing because I may be getting on a bit. I'm not far off from 50, but I still move really well, and I want to keep that, and I still believe I can improve the way I move, and I do this through practicing my traditional kung fu training very regularly. Just playing tennis also helps. And there's one thing that I notice that a lot of people of my age, I say that, people late 40s, don't do, and that is they don't move very well. They tend to kind of, their jogs tend to get a bit slow. And yes, people may have problems with their knees. They may have reasons why they are carrying a few extra pounds. And if you've got those issues there, then sometimes you can deal with them, sometimes you can't. And for me, thankfully, I've looked after my body. I've looked after my mental health, obviously. And I want to keep that and maintain my my mobility, my agility as long as I can, so I can really get the best out of the sports I play. So I'm a bit worn out because I've just been doing as I say, I do traditional kung fu, and I've been doing that training. So excuse me while I wipe my forehead. Yes. So one of the aspects, is that moving around quickly. Whether it is sidestepping or stepping forwards diagonally, and I do this. That training is all dealt with in my martial arts training. Also spinning around, because you may have to reach for a ball and you clip it, and then it makes you go around, and being able to do that. So if someone shoots a ball over there and you can do that, you can spin around without falling over. And if you're less agile, and if you're in your late 40s and you're not so agile, you get your legs mixed up and you end up on your face. Yeah, and also if the floor's slippery, you can slip and you can control the fall. Because it's been raining a lot this year. It's been quite wet. It's been raining a lot. The grass is slippery, so you can slip and you can control your downward descent to some extent. So yeah, it's gonna hurt, but you won't break anything. And you can even, I've slipped and landed in like a weird kind of like superhero landing pose, because I've got that speed, that agility still, so I can still move and push, and I can still, I talk about people running, and people of my age, they don't really run, they kind of jog when they're running for a ball, but actually I will still sprint from one end of the baseline to the other, because I can, and that comes from training. So it's doing like fast twitch fibre muscle training, actually training sprinting. I've got an exercise bike and a sprint like that. But today, this is a new exercise, and it's inspired by I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's LeBron James, the basketball player, and he was doing these partial squats, and he got a lot of hate for that, because oh no, you must do arse to grass squatting. But when in tennis, and this is the thing, when in tennis, are you ever, let me get my tennis racket, okay? So you're at the net. When are you ever likely to be, or even at the baseline, when are you ever likely, or in the middle of the court in no man's land, you shouldn't be, when are you ever likely to be in this sort of position, apart from when you're squatting, because someone's serving over you, and then you come back up as soon as the ball's, yeah. So there's really no need to be like, I won't do it because the ceiling's not high, there's really no need to be jumping up. Yeah, you're more likely, like 99% of the time, you're at the net perhaps, and you're like this, so you're not in a position to do a proper jump. So this training, it's about being in this position. Let me move my weight out of the way. Being about in this position, and this is what I'm working on. I just need to have got a light there, and you're here. You're not squatting really deep. You're just in this position, and you've got to jump up, smack a ball down, or there's a ball bounces, and you want to take it, and rather than what a lot of people do, if a ball, it's a high ball, because someone's been playing on the defensive, it bounces, and it's here. A lot of people, they just wait till it lowers and then they hit it. But it's good to mix up the tempo, because if people get into the tempo of hit, bounce, hit, bounce, hit, bounce, then it's until someone makes a mistake. But you can put pressure on the opponent. Instead of taking it here, it comes up and it lands here, then people will just hit it like from here, from low, like hip height. But what I like to do, and this really puts pressure on the opponent, if you're in like middle of the court, for instance, because they did a defensive shot or near the net, you want to smash it, because if you're in like no man's land where you're about to hit the ball, if you smash it, you're more likely to put it into the net. So what I like to do, and this is like channeling my inner Monfils, Gael Monfils, I'm sure you know the French tennis star, who I think is amazing. Him and Dustin Brown, they're my favourite players, which probably tells you the type of game I enjoy playing. But they will jump up, so the ball bounces, and at its apex, they will come around, jump up and hit the ball like that. And it's like when you're in your late 40s, or when you see someone in their late 40s, chances are they're not going to be doing that. And there's no reason why. The only reason why is because they've got used to moving slowly. So, this is my exercise. My phone's going to run out of puff, isn't it? Oh no, it won't, it's charging up, good. So this is the exercise I do, and you need to make it suitably heavy, because here's the problem, I've got an 8 kilogram weight, and all you're going to do is what I do, and this, I'm not a personal trainer, if this kills you, it's your own fault, okay, so you don't listen to my advice, but this is what I'm doing, and I found it works. It makes me feel, I feel a lot more mobile, moving around the court. I feel really light-footed, and that's not bad for someone who's I'm going to be 50 very soon. So it is about, you come down, because you're not, remember in tennis, you're not squatting like this, very rarely, maybe in the toilet, in foreign countries, I'm in England in case you're wondering, but you're going to be standing in this sort of, and it's being able to go from here and launching yourself into the air, okay, so it is a partial squat, or half squat, whatever you call it, the stuff that LeBron James got hit over. But if you do it with a lightweight and 8 kilos, what you'll find is that I'm just going to do it gently, and you see the weight will just bounce off your shoulder, and I'll put it through my ceiling. So I need to do a weight that's suitably heavy. That means I'm not going to throw it through the ceiling. So unfortunately, I've got to go for a heavier weight. This is 30. So what I'm doing is I'm coming down, little partial squat, jump, and then again. And I have my other hand, and I'll power up fast as I can go. Okay, that'll do. But it's very heavy, but I want that dynamicism. Give me a sec. I want the dynamicism so that my legs I'm training the fast twitch muscle fibres, not the slow ones, because when we squat, people who do partial squat, they will tend to do it slowly, and that's fine. That builds your slow twitch fibres, gets your heart going. But we're building a fast twitch muscle fibres for jumping, because you don't get anywhere if you jump slowly, unless you're on the moon. So give me a second. I might have to edit this bit out. So, actually I won't, it's not that long. Yes, so do post your comments below, or questions. I mean, comments, you may hate it, I don't care, I know most people are going to hate it, I'm expecting. But if you take this, this is what I've been doing, and I feel it's a lot. I'm just jumping when I need to jump and taking advantage. When you got, one of the problems that a lot of recreational players do is, imagine I'm standing in the no man's land, because the ball's come short, it'll bounce high and they will hit it as a smash. And you'll see a lot of recreational players, when they hit it in no man's land and it's a smash, 9 times out of 10 it goes into the net, because you're not supposed to hit. You're not supposed to smash a ball from the no man's land. And yes, I'm sure you can find 1,000 videos of the likes of Federer and Monfils and Andy Murray smashing it from no man's land, but they're not recreational players, and that's a problem. So I'm training myself to be the best recreational player, I can be. You know, I only play once a week. I just love playing. You know, it's enjoyable. It's good. It's a good laugh. I love the banter. I'm just doing it once a week because that's all the time I've got. And I just, you know, I know the areas that I can work on. You know, technique is slowly coming because I only play once a week and I don't get coaching. I do it myself. I watch videos, you know, like intuitive tennis and play your court. You know, there's just some great YouTube video coaches on YouTube. I mean. But yeah, the areas I can work on are my agility, my strength, my flexibility, my balance. What else? Yeah, there's different types of strength, so fast twitch, slow twitch, endurance. You know, I can do all that at home because, you know, I work at home. I can sneak, you know, I can sneak down from my office, do half an hour or 10 minutes of stretching, half an hour on the gym bike at different speeds. Oh dear. So yeah, it's not exactly warm today. Just so yeah, being able to work on those aspects while I can't work on my technique as much as I like to because I'm not. You know, the only place you can really do it is do it on court. But I can work on the other thing. That's the whole point of this training, and that's why. Right. Anyway, so let's get the other. So again. So I'm just going to do 6 because it is really heavy. For me, it's 30 kilos. I can't push it, shoulder press it. But just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do. And it is just about explosive power and building that. And you can see it hardly leaves my shoulder because it's so heavy. If it was the 8 kilos, I'll just smash it through the ceiling, and it's really not beneficial. I might as well do empty jumps. Anyway, woo, thank you for watching.